What is up, guys? Fadeaway82 coming at you with the first part of a Let's Play series for ARK Survival Evolved. Don't worry, we're not losing our focus on Rust. That's still a huge priority for the channel, and that's not going anywhere. But we are going to give ARK a shot and see how it pans out as far as a survival game. And so far, I've played it for about 14 hours, and I can give you guys some tips and tricks on starting off. So we just spawned in. I'm picking up some stones on the beach, which we're going to need for crafting. And the first thing that we're going to want to do is actually craft ourselves a tool, which is going to be a stone pickaxe. So we're going to go ahead and move over, and we need to actually find a tree. Looks like we have a fellow survivor here on the beach. Hopefully he's friendly. We'll go ahead and talk to him. Hey, friendly man, friendly. So hopefully he won't attack us. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to start crafting a tool. You'll notice he had a tool, and we need one as well, because as we hit the tree, we're actually taking damage. So our health meter is going down, and hitting trees with your fist is not going to be a long-term strategy in this game. I think we have enough to craft the first tool at this point, and we actually don't. I need some wood and some thatch, so I need to hit a couple more trees. I definitely have enough stones, though, so we'll go ahead and get working on that. It is definitely a survival game, guys, so you want to think about making every move count and doing things, you know, in the correct progression. As far as what we're going to be focusing on in this first Let's Play, we're going to focus on building some tools, building a campfire, and getting some meat. And then if we have the resources, focus on building our first base. So you'll notice that I just leveled up. I can go ahead and hit I to open my inventory. We have various stats that we can put points into. I like putting points into movement speed right off the bat, because you're going to need to move in this game. You're going to need to run, and that's a really important thing. So the first engram that I'm going to learn is a campfire. We're going to need that to stay warm and also to cook ourselves food. And now I'm going to go ahead and go back over to the craftables tab, and we can craft ourselves our first stone pickaxe, which will serve as a tool and also a weapon if we need it to be. So now that we have that first pickaxe crafted, we go ahead and throw it in our hotbar, and we're now good to go. You'll notice there are some creatures here on the beach. These are a great source of food. They are dodo birds. One is in a level 11, another is a level 9. I'm not going to focus on them right at the moment because I am a lower level. I probably still could take them out, but at this point in time, I don't want to aggro a bunch of them on me. So let's focus on getting some more wood. You'll notice, guys, on the the right-hand corner of the game, there's some meters down there. One is the top one is our health. The one below that is our weight, how much we're carrying, and then it's hydration, food, energy, and then health. So we need to get we need to start getting some food at this point. So let's move away from those birds. And I'm kind of tapping the run button sparingly. I don't want to have lose my stamina completely, because you're going to need it when a bigger dino rolls up on you. But at this point in time, our priority is resources, and there aren't many around this beach area that we spawned into. So we're going to move inland a little bit. I don't want to go too far into the forest, because that's not really a good place for a starting player. The forests in the game, guys, are very dense, so when you're in them, you can't really see what's in front of you. You don't know what's around you, and pretty much it's a very, very dangerous place. So we're going to stick kind of to the coastline in this part, getting resources, making the best use of the daylight. As far as survival games go, this seems to have a real focus on survival. More so than a lot of games that I've played in early access, and you do have to really think about things right off the bat. So you need to think about getting those food sources and then crafting as many tools as you can. You'll notice we have some dinosaurs down here. We'll take a quick look at them just to kind of show them off. They all have different levels. This one is mate boosted, which means its mate is around here, so that gives it some bonuses. So if you attack it, it's going to actually have an increase. That's its mate right there. And when you tame dinosaurs, you can get increases if you have them mate as well. So that's something that we'll get into later on down the road. We're focusing on getting more resources here. You'll notice there's stones on the ground. If we put our tool away, we can actually pick up these stones by hitting E. We cannot pick them up if we have a tool equipped, so the game is pretty intuitive in that regard. Now let's go ahead and see if we can't kill this dodo bird here. He's a level 16. Hey, friendly dude. Whoa. Friendly man. What's good? What's up? I'm just gathering some resources. You freaked me out, dude. There's some that are mate boosted down there, but I didn't see anything too interesting. Alright, peace. So that's nice he didn't kill this guy. I saw him rolling up. He had red above his name. So we're back to our mission of finding resources. I'm not sure if that's the same guy over there or if that's a different one. They might be kind of patrolling the area down here. But looks like he's a pretty cool dude. He didn't kill us on sight. So more resources, guys. We're back to that grind. Back to that survival grind. Getting some resources. So you guys might be wondering, what is the performance like in this game? You know, and you can see that I have okay performance. I have it on a high level of detail just because I want to be able to appreciate the beauty of the game at this point. I could tweak some things, but right now I'm fairly happy with where it is. The performance did increase after the first day that it was released. They rolled out some patches that seemed to really fix it. It still takes, a little bit of tweaking. I'm rolling with a GTX 760 Ti card. I've got 16 gigabytes of RAM, and I've got an i7 processor. My computer's about a year old, and when I bought it, it was definitely on the higher end of the specs at that point. So I don't have the highest end computer, but I'm happy enough with the performance. Some of the lag is actually server side that you're seeing rather than in terms of the GPU. So we're going to go ahead and start hitting more rocks, which we need. And you'll notice, guys, my hydration icon is going off now. When you're hydrated, you actually just have to go wade in the water, kind of dip underwater a little bit, and that will start going back up. So just by being in the water, the game is intuitive enough to know that you are rehydrating. You'll see there's a icon up top that indicates that I'm rehydrating, and my hydration meter's back up. That icon indicating that I'm in dire need of water is now gone. Later in the game, we can craft a water skin to carry with us so that we don't have to do that. If we're not by a water source, we can still rehydrate. Gather some more wood here. Now what we need to do is we need to start worrying about that hunger meter, because that hunger meter is starting to drop. So let's go ahead and take a look if we can craft that campfire yet. I don't believe. We need a few more stones. So I'm going to stop using my tool because I don't want the durability of that to go down, and I'm just going to grab stones as I see them on the ground. Looks like there's a few up here. And you can see there's some player-made housing up here as well. Being that it's a survival game, we could try to break into a player's house. This one is obviously hasn't been fully constructed, but at this point in time, guys, I think everybody could benefit from helping each other rather than raiding. Raiding is still a part of the game. It has happened on the other server that I'm playing on, and I have a level 28 character. We get absolutely destroyed the other night. We raided a base, and then they came back and raided us, but it's all fair, in this type of game. So, all right, now we have enough resources to craft our first campfire. Let's go ahead and go to craftables and get that campfire going. Now, as the campfire is crafting, you'll notice there's an icon that indicates that it's good to go. It's not going to be something we can use right off the bat. We do need to put resources into it. I might have enough resources for it. Let's go ahead and take a look. We hit E on the campfire to open its inventory, and then to access the campfire's inventory, we need to put thatch and we need to put wood in there in order for it to light. But I don't want to light it just yet because we don't have any meat. So let's go ahead and find some meat. The dinosaur that's rolling up there, I don't know his scientific name, but I just kind of call him a spitter. He's going to try to bukkake us if we go by him, start shooting poison, liquid at us. So I don't want to go near him. We can outrun him. He might be a low enough level to kill, but I just don't want to be taking that poison damage at this point. I'd rather kill something that's going to have a more difficult time fighting back. So we've leveled up again. I'm putting more points into the movement speed because I think that's very important. And I'm going to go ahead and craft a stone hatchet at this point is going to be the next engram that I'm going to craft. Then I'm going to do a spear, and now I'm going to start worrying about some clothing. So I'm going to learn the pants, and I'm going to learn the shirt. And that's all we can do for right now. The menus in the game, guys, are a little bit heavy for a survival game. That's my biggest complaint with the game right now. I think because it's being developed for a console, that's sort of a reflection of that. But once you get the hang of them, it's not as bad as it seems right off the bat. I still don't really like them. I would rather more of a minimalist interface like the one that Rust has. But it's not too bad once you get the hang of it. So I am searching now for some type of a creature to kill, either a dinosaur that's not going to attack us or one of those dodo birds. I'm moving inland a bit. I don't want to get too far up into the landscape here, but we do need some food. Our food is actually almost all the way down. We've lost hydration pretty quick too, and we are cold. So you can tell that it's definitely a survival game first and foremost, beyond the dinosaurs and beyond everything else. As far as the hydration, we don't have a water skin, so we got to head back down to the shoreline there and dip our heads in. This house here, let's see if there's any holes in it. If not, there's not. You know, guys, we're actually going to break into that house. I know that sounds grimy, right? But it is a survival game, and we got to do what we got to do to survive. So I'm going to go ahead and rehydrate. Starting to get a bit foggy out. And then I'm going to go ahead and start hacking into that guy's house. Let me see if I have enough to make... I don't have enough to make the hatchet yet, but all I need is some wood. So we'll get that. We might need a couple tools to get in his house. It's just the thatch material, so it's not going to be too bad to get in there. So we'll go ahead and we'll hit some wood, and then we'll hydrate. We'll dip ourselves into the water over there. Come on, give me some wood. I don't need thatch. I tend to get more thatch out of that particular tree than wood. I should stop running. I have to be aware of that. So, again, we're dipping ourselves in the water, so we're going to rehydrate. It's getting foggy out. Always be aware, guys, when you go in the water. Look around. There could be a giant megalodon shark. There could be a gnarly crocodile. So, when you're dipping under the water, just make sure you're taking a look around, because you never know what's going to be there. And the fog is setting in, and it is really hindering our vision. So I'm going to move back up towards that house that I'm intending to break into. And I have enough now where I can start crafting that stone hatchet, which I'm going to need to get going if I want to get into that house. Food is still very important. So hopefully that character has some food in his house. I'm taking my focus away from getting food, and I'm actually betting on that person having some food or resources in their house. So that might be a bad bet. And you can see with the fog just how hard it is for me even to really find where that was again. I know it's in this general direction. I tend to have a good sense of direction in general, whether it's games or real life, but the fog is definitely affecting me. I think I walked a little bit too far to the left. Let's go back this way. Now, survival games, guys, are always all about choices. So I've made a conscious choice now to not focus on getting meat, but rather to break into someone's house. If we put our tool away, we can actually try to gather some berries here, which we can use to keep our health up. That's something that I kind of forgot about. So we've got some mejo berries here. Let's go ahead and eat those. They're not going to give us a ton of food, but they're going to help a little bit. So our food meter went up a little bit while we're trying to find our way back to that house. I got to have a weapon equipped because we never know what we're going to come across here. You'll notice coming through the woods here, there's a mammoth, which I believe is not hostile. There's a big piece of dinosaur shit right here. He's a level 4 wild mammoth. He's a male. And then we got, I think, a stegosaurus here. And I'm trying to get back to that house. And I just told you guys that I have a great sense of direction. And I can't find that house again. But it's all good, guys. You know, we just have a good time with it. And I just have fun playing these games. I don't claim to be an elite player in any way, shape, or form. But the house is going to be right over here. I didn't deviate that far from the path. So we'll keep looking for it. But this terrain does look a little bit different as well. Now, as I'm doing this Let's Play series, guys, if you have any questions about ARK, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you're thinking of the game. Let me know any suggestions that you have, anything you think that I can do differently. The game's so new, I'm still learning it, just like everyone else, and it's something I'm hoping we can experience together. That's really my goal for this Let's Play channel, is to have fun with this, type of content, and to really, play it together. I mean, yes, I'm the one playing it, but the fact that people are watching it makes it more of sort of a communal experience. So let's go ahead and eat these berries. The only berries I've found so far that you don't want to eat are narco berries, which you use to knock the dinosaurs or other players out. So if you find narco berries, don't eat them. They're not gonna help you. So our character is cold. It doesn't look necessarily like it's that cold in this part of the map, but our character's certainly taking some cold damage. I think that's the house down there, so we're going to go ahead and head down there. So this is, again, a choice that I've made to focus. I'm going to make sure no one else broke into his house. Can I going to go around here? So what is the weakest point? We can go through the floor. That has a value of 2,400. The door, 1,600. The wall. No, this is the door here. It's 1,000. We're going for the door. So we're going to start wailing on it. You guys will notice as I'm doing this, I'm kind of looking from side to side. I'm not doing this to give you motion sickness. This is a trick that I've learned in Rust. You always want to be aware of what's going on in your periphery. And it's really important. I can't circle strafe around the house fully. Damn, we need some food, guys. I'm going to have to stop doing that and try to grab some more of those berries, because we need some nutrition in us. We need some calories. So I may have made a critical error in focusing on this house. The house is absolute crapshoot. It could be loaded with things, and then again, it could have absolutely nothing in it. My character's in dire need of food. Somehow I broke a bone, which I just realized, so I'm going to stop moving while I eat food, otherwise I'm going to die. So I'm eating the berries that I'm picking up. You guys might notice that the hotbar, when I have an item that has a ghost image of it, that's not a graphical glitch. It actually remembers what you have in your hotbar. So if I pick up that item again, it's going to go back to that hotbar location, which is actually a really cool design choice. These berries, guys, really don't do much for you in terms of nutrition. So the calories for the berries are just keeping us hopefully going enough to maybe get... And the bone is now broken again. It went away for a moment, that icon, so I kind of just need to stay still. I'm going to move just a little bit, grab some berries, some fiber. And I may have we won't know till I get in the house to know whether or not I made the right choice to focus on that house. But probably my time would have been better spent getting some food maybe harvesting a dinosaur or two. I'm not moving at the moment because I'm trying to let my character heal up a little bit. I'm starving, eat something fast. Grab some more berries. We're nomming on these berries, but they are not doing it. Alright, I'm just going to go back up and start focusing on that house. The door has changed color a little bit, indicating that we're making some progress on it. And hopefully in there, we'll find enough resources to make it worth our time. So guys, let me know in the comments what you're thinking about this, if you want to see me keep doing a Let's Play series like this. A lot of people have asked me to do Let's Play series on Rust, which I'm certainly going to do. So we broke in here. The character has a bed here. And they have a mortar and pedestal. Inside the mortar and pedestal, there is absolutely nothing. So let's take a look and see if there's perhaps anything hidden in here. And there's not. So, you know, that was a crapshoot, but there might have been something in there. So, let's move on to the next thing. We have to focus on survival, so let's go kill this dodo bird. We need his meat. Some people will focus on taming a dodo bird. There's really no point to do it that I can see at this point in time. You'll notice, guys, when you look at the bird, it actually tells us exactly when the body decomposes. So we need that meat, and we need to get back to our campfire. If you'll remember, we placed our campfire right down here on the beach. I can see it in front of us. So we've got to get the meat down there, get it cooking. The meat we had before, I think we had some meat before, and it spoiled. But first we got to hydrate. Somehow a bone got broken again. I don't really understand how that happened. So I'm going to try to see if I can get to the campfire before I stop moving, because I want that meat to get cooking. I need to get under the water here to rehydrate. And the water's not deep enough right here to actually get into it. That's alright. We're going to head to the campfire. We'll worry about hydrating later. My character is moving slow because I have a broken bone. This is somebody else's fire. Shit. Damn it. So the campfire that we placed is more down the beach in that direction. And I need to get to that other campfire because it actually had our wood and our thatch. But I think we can get it. Use what wood we have here. Need some thatch. I only have one piece of wood. That's ridiculous. But let's go ahead and light this bad boy. Let's light this bitch up. Alright. So we're about ready to die here. I'm hoping I can get at least one piece of meat out of there before I die. Come on, meat, cook. There we go, there we go. Alright, let's eat that real quick, real quick. Alright, so that little piece of meat that we just ate is probably what's keeping us alive at this point. Let's see if I can get one more piece out of there. If I can get one more piece out of there, then I'm going to go get some hydration in the water, and then we should be good to go. And then we'll cut this Let's Play. We'll stop it and we'll return to it. Alright. Alright, so our health is probably good enough to... we need some water badly. Unfortunately, the part of the ocean that we're standing in right now is very shallow, so we got to get out here a little bit to go under enough to be able to get some water. I'm trying to crouch to see if that helps, but you actually need to submerge yourself to get the water. Alright guys, and we've rehydrated, so we're going to go back to that fire. We're going to limp our way back to that fire, and we got to stop moving once we get to that fire and let ourselves heal up, because we got a broken leg and we're cold. That fire is going to fix both those things if we can get there. I just took a shit in the water. Awesome. Alright, so we're back at the fire. There is a giant bird up there which will absolutely fuck us up if it comes down here. So game over at that point. Hopefully he isn't attracted to fire. I can eat these stim berries. So guys, we're going to cut the Let's Play here. Night has fallen. We've kind of gone through our first day in ARK. Let me know, guys, what you think about it. So I guess, guys, when all is said and done, it wasn't a total failure. We did survive our first day in ARK. Let me know what you guys think of the game from this Let's Play. Let me know if you want to see more ARK. And I really enjoyed making the video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Fado82, peace.